So I thought this was an opportune moment to say a few things about the way people react to situations, municipal situations specifically, in service delivery or the lack thereof. And this is brought about because of various electrical issues in the area, in the adjacent area to where I am in Bredell. I'm in Marister. The adjacent area is Bredell. It's been without power now for going on 4 days in various parts of the area. And in Marister we've had similar things where we've had missing phases and all sorts of electrical problems with the infrastructure. And all of this is based, the real cause is lack of management and zero maintenance over time and so on. And it's a complex situation, because you've got certain people that work for the municipality in that department that are willing to do what they can do, and often they make a plan because they see how it's affecting people, and even though they don't have the resources that they should have, they do what they can. And then we have situations like this where for a couple of days power's out, and of course that upsets a lot of people, and eventually people get to a point where now they want to jump up and down. That's not in their nature to do that naturally. So, you know, from a cultural perspective, I mean, they don't normally, these particular homeowners don't particularly, you know, go towards that type of behavior normally. It's foreign. So it's quite amusing in some respects, watching everyone get wound up about the whole thing, and then realizing that one's perspective is based on one's experience. And I can speak with some to of authority on this topic, because I've been involved in it for many years. And it's amusing to watch, and I don't mean that in a condescending way, but it is amusing to watch the overreaction, the knee-jerk reaction, the reactive nature of people. And instead of looking at what the actual problem is and how to fix it, they will satisfy themselves by going off and ranting a bit and stirring the pot, as it were, kicking the pot sometimes. And at the end of the day, eventually the power gets turned back on, and I hope I'm wrong, but I think you are going to see in the next few days, when the power comes back, or next few hours, whenever the power comes back, you're going to see a change in the behavior. There will be some disgruntled people. They'll grumble a bit, and they'll keep on paying their rates and taxes. They'll keep on supporting the system that is a problem. Now, everyone is very upset with the ward councillor, and in fact rightly so, because the ward councillor is positioned as a communication conduit between the community and the municipality, and that has been very ineffective for whatever reason. Let's not even go into the reasons and the attitude behind all of that. That's sort of irrelevant at this stage. The point is that function does not exist in any meaningful way. And the aggravation in all of this for me is that the long-term effect is going to be that people become, once again, complacent. They get used to the behavior of the municipality, the council. They get used to paying their rates and accepting nothing, just as they have become used to doing that over time. And you have to wonder, what is the long-term result? What is the end result of that? Because if nothing changes from the perspective of the people that are prepared to put up with that behavior, having their money taken, not getting something for it, what difference is there in this relationship to that of a bully in a school, for instance, what difference is there? And more importantly, what is achieved at the end of the day? It's a very short answer. The answer is nothing. What we have is a societal decline. Everything's going down the edge of the cliff. And everybody seems to be happy with it. Everyone's happy with having the reactive approach, which doesn't facilitate things in the long run. Everyone's happy with continuing to think that the manner in which the problem was created, the culture of those people that created the problem, can be used to fix the problem. And if you're one of those people that thinks that, you should take a big step back and really try and think clearly, because you're not thinking clearly. If you think that this problem and any of the associated problems with municipal service delivery can be fixed by the same people that allowed it to break, you've got serious trouble coming. Anyway, there's a lot more to be said about this, but I'm pretty sure that not many people want to listen to much more of this. So good luck. I hope you all find a solution. Good luck. You're going to need it.